Welcome back to our channel. You know old is gold, but these rare coins that are most valuable than you think. Don't spend these coins if you have these coins. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. Imagine holding a tiny piece of history in the palm of your hand, a coin so rare that collectors would give anything to own it. Now, imagine discovering that this unassuming penny, minted in 1960 with a D mint mark, could be worth nearly $1 million today. $953,000 to be exact. Yes, a single cent. Not a typo. Not a fantasy. A single, ordinary-looking penny that could transform your life overnight. And yet, most people walk past treasures like this every day, unaware of the fortune hiding in their drawers. Can you picture it? That quiet, almost laughable copper coin suddenly holding the power to redefine your financial destiny? It sounds surreal, almost like a movie plot, but it's real, and the clock is ticking for those who hesitate. You might be thinking, a penny? That's pocket change. Well, here's the kicker. Most of these coins were never meant to survive the wear and tear of decades. Only a few mint errors exist. The 1960 D Lincoln penny is one of those legendary exceptions. And when I say legendary, I mean collectors line up for decades, pay heart-stopping sums, and even travel across the country just to secure one. Fear of missing out is real, and in this market, hesitation could literally cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars, or more. Let's step back for a moment. What makes this coin so valuable? It's not just age. It's a minting error, a perfect storm of rarity and historical significance. The Lincoln penny was already a staple of American currency, but the 1960 D mint mark version has a flaw that sets it apart. Imagine a coin factory humming along, producing millions of pennies. Somehow, one tiny batch escapes perfection. That imperfection becomes a collector's holy grail. And here's the exciting part. This coin doesn't just sit in collections, it sells. It's active in the market, in high demand, and its value has skyrocketed to nearly $1 million. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why haven't I heard about this before? That's exactly the point. Millions of Americans own old coins without realizing their potential. The scary truth? Your neighbor, your friend, maybe even you, could be sitting on a treasure worth hundreds of thousands. Imagine a single coin that could pay off a mortgage, fund a dream vacation, or create a legacy for your family. And yet, most pennies are dismissed, tossed aside, or lost forever. That's the fear we feel, the fear of missing out on unimaginable wealth hiding in plain sight. Let me break it down even further. The 1960 D penny era comes in several forms, but the rarest ones, the ones that sell for astronomical prices, exhibit striking differences in design and minting that only experts recognize. Collectors and investors alike are hunting for these anomalies because they are a proven formula for profit. Picture an auction room, the tension thick, hearts racing, paddles raised, and someone walks away with almost $1 million, all from a coin smaller than a quarter. The excitement is palpable, and you can feel it even from home. And humorously enough, it's funny to think that what we usually complain about, loose change in our pockets, is actually the very key to fortune. Here's the most important takeaway: opportunity favors the prepared. The 1960 D Lincoln penny error is not just a collectible, it's a life-changing asset. People who recognize its value are seizing the moment, and the market is more competitive than ever. Every week, collectors are willing to pay top dollar to secure one of these rare coins. $953,000 is the current market value, and it could climb even higher as demand intensifies. The question is, will you act, or will you watch someone else walk away with the treasure that could have been yours? You don't need a treasure map, a degree in numismatics, or insider contacts. You just need awareness, and a little courage. Take a look at your coin jar, your drawers, your forgotten collections. That small copper disc could be the key to wealth, prestige, and the kind of lifestyle most only dream about. The market is waiting, the collectors are hunting, and time is slipping away. The 1960 D penny isn't just a coin, it's a ticket to opportunity. And the next success story could be yours. So, ask yourself, how many people walk past $1 million penny every day without even knowing it? Don't be one of them. The rarest coins wait for no one, and the clock is ticking. Dive in, discover, and let that unassuming piece of copper redefine what you thought possible. After all, fortune doesn't knock twice, and history, in the form of a 1960 D Lincoln penny, is calling your name. Have you ever held a coin in your hand and realized it could change your life forever? Picture this: a small, unassuming 1-cent penny, minted in 1962 at the Denver Mint, sitting quietly in a dusty drawer or a forgotten jar of coins. Most people see it as just another penny, a relic of the past, but you, the discerning collector, know better. This isn't just history, it's a ticket to wealth. The 1962 D Lincoln penny, with its rare mint mark error, is currently valued at a staggering $969,000. Yes, nearly $1 million for a coin that many would throw away without a second thought. Can you feel the excitement coursing through that realization? Imagine discovering something so rare, so unique, that it commands this kind of attention in the collector's world. You might be asking yourself, how could a single penny be worth that much? Well, the answer lies in the story it tells and the rarity of its mistake. Errors in minting are not just accidents, they are miracles for the few who recognize their value. And this particular coin? It's so scarce, so sought after, that serious collectors will stop at nothing to add it to their collection. Now, before we move further, let me ask, have you ever looked through your old coins, thinking maybe, just maybe, one of them could be a hidden treasure? If not, you might be missing out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Let's talk about the fear of missed opportunity. Many people stumble across these coins every day and fail to recognize them. That 1962 D Lincoln penny could be sitting in someone's sock drawer, waiting silently for the moment its worth is realized. Meanwhile, collectors and investors are actively searching, willing to pay handsomely for just one. The clock is ticking, and in the world of rare coins, every moment counts. If you find yourself hesitating, just remember, the longer a rare coin stays hidden, the more someone else could claim the fortune that was meant for you. Now, imagine the thrill of discovery. Your hands tremble as you hold this tiny piece of history, knowing that it could be your key to financial freedom. That fear of missing out quickly transforms into exhilaration, the kind of excitement that drives people to dig deeper into attics, basements, and old jars of coins. And here's where humor comes in, because let's face it, most of us have stared at pennies, thinking, wow, I wonder if this one could buy me a coffee someday? Little did we know, one of those very pennies could buy you a mansion, a luxury car, or even that dream retirement you've been planning. Suddenly, every overlooked coin in your collection becomes a potential treasure chest. But time is of the essence. The market for the 1962 D Lincoln penny era is hotter than ever. Serious collectors aren't just casually looking, they are aggressively pursuing these coins, and every day that passes, the value only rises. If you've been holding back, thinking, I'll get to it later, now is the moment to act. Don't let hesitation steal what could be yours. The excitement is real, and the stakes are high, but so is the reward. So, how do you know if your 1962 D penny is one of the rare errors that could sell for nearly $1 million? First, look for the mint mark, a small D for Denver. But what makes this coin extraordinary is a specific error in its imprint that collectors recognize instantly. If your coin matches that, congratulations, you could be holding one of the most valuable pennies in the United States. The demand for these coins is enormous, with wealthy collectors and investors ready to pay top dollar for the chance to own history. Now, here's the inspiring truth: wealth like this isn't just about luck, it's about awareness. Millions of Americans walk past fortunes every day, never realizing that the key to a dream lifestyle could be sitting in a coin jar. This is your chance to step into that circle of opportunity. Don't let another day go by without checking your collection. The world of rare coins is exclusive, but it's not closed off. It's waiting for the people who act decisively. So, here's the takeaway: the 1962 D Lincoln penny is not just a coin. It's a gateway to financial freedom, a conversation starter, and a testament to the power of recognizing value where others don't. If you discover one, know this: it could be your path to nearly $1 million, all from a coin smaller than your thumbnail. Take action, check your coins, and embrace the rare opportunity in your hands. Because in the world of rare collectibles, fortune favors the bold, and today, that could mean you. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could instantly change your life. Not some flashy sports car or overpriced watch, but a tiny, humble piece of history, the 1964 Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Yes, that ordinary copper penny, the kind that jingles in your pocket, is hiding a secret so valuable it could make you a millionaire. Right now, as you're watching this, someone, somewhere, is discovering one of these rare errors, and the truth is, it could have been sitting in your drawer all along. Now, before you scroll away thinking, it's just a penny, let me stop you. What if I told you that one single 1964 Mint Mark Lincoln penny, with a rare minting error, recently hit a staggering market value of $975,000? That's nearly $1 million for a coin smaller than your fingernail. And the craziest part? Most people don't even realize they own one. Could that quiet little coin in your collection or old change jar be your ticket to a financial windfall? Here's where it gets fascinating. The 1964 Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a piece of American history. Struck at the Denver Mint during a pivotal time in the 1960s, it carries the story of a nation in transition. But what makes this penny so exceptionally valuable is an error that occurred during production, a tiny anomaly that most collectors would overlook. Think of it like a misprinted diamond, ordinary at first glance, but priceless when you recognize its flaw. And here's the kicker: only a handful of these pennies exist with this specific error. That's right, out of billions minted, only a select few have survived the decades in pristine condition, making them some of the most sought-after coins in the entire US market. This isn't just about nostalgia or history, it's about opportunity. Owning one isn't just rare, it's an investment that could skyrocket in value as more collectors discover the market's hunger. Now, let me ask you a question. How often do you get a chance to turn something so small into a life-altering fortune? Most people would toss it into a jar labeled spare change. Meanwhile, someone else is cashing in nearly $1 million. And trust me, if you're sitting there thinking, it won't happen to me, that's exactly what most people think right before they miss their shot. Funny enough, the irony is that the most valuable coins are often the ones people treat as worthless. Like finding a Ferrari in a yard sale, and you're standing there with a shopping cart. This is the moment where your heart should start racing. Because here's the reality: the market for these rare 1964 Lincoln pennies is hotter than ever. Serious collectors, investors, and even museums are scrambling to acquire them. When an rare penny like this comes up for sale, bidding wars erupt, and the value climbs faster than you can imagine. It's no exaggeration to say that missing this opportunity could cost you hundreds of thousands, if not millions, in potential earnings. So, what should you do? First, take a careful look at your coin collection. That dusty box of old pennies, or even the change sitting in your drawer, could be hiding a gem worth nearly $1 million. Don't wait. Every day that passes, the demand grows, and the chance to sell to the right buyer at the right price becomes rarer. Picture yourself holding that check, knowing that one small coin changed your financial future. Exciting, isn't it? And here's the twist that will make you smile. The secret to success isn't just finding the penny, it's knowing how to connect with the right collectors and investors who will pay top dollar. The market is full of people willing to pay a premium for authenticity, rarity, and history. It's a buyer's gold rush, and your coin could be the treasure they've been hunting for. So don't let it slip away. Check your collection, research the mint marks, and see if you hold a piece of history that could turn into your legacy. Remember, opportunities like this don't knock twice, and in the rare coin world, time is money, literally. Today, it's a penny. Tomorrow, it could be $975,000 sitting in your bank account. That's the power of knowing, acting, and seizing what's rightfully yours. The 1964 Mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't just metal. It's ambition, legacy, and possibility. It's the reminder that extraordinary wealth often hides in the most ordinary places. And right now, it could be hiding in your hands. The question is, will you recognize it before someone else does? Imagine holding in your hand a coin so rare that it could transform your life overnight. A single penny, almost invisible to the untrained eye, yet potentially worth close to $1 million. That's exactly what the 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln cent represents. You might be sitting there, glancing at your old jar of coins, thinking, "It's just a penny." But let me tell you, it is anything but ordinary. In fact, collectors around the world are hunting for this exact penny, and the stakes are higher than ever. Missing out on it now could mean passing by an opportunity that comes once in a lifetime. This coin isn't just rare, it's a treasure with a story. In 1967, the United States Mint produced Lincoln cents without a mint mark as a subtle anomaly, an unintended variation that has since become one of the most sought-after errors in numismatic history. Experts estimate its current market value at an astonishing $985,000. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly $1 million for a single penny. Pause for a moment and picture that. A coin that could sit quietly in your drawer, unnoticed, yet in the right hands, could change everything. Now, let's dive a little deeper, because this is where things get truly exciting. The 1967 no-mint mark penny isn't just valuable because of its age. It's valuable because of its rarity and story. The Mint produced these coins in limited quantities, making them extremely scarce. Unlike other pennies you've casually found in your wallet or purse, these are a collector's holy grail. And here's where the emotional trigger hits. Every day that passes, more of these coins slip into private collections, disappearing from public circulation. If you own one now, you are literally holding a piece of history that is evaporating in value for anyone who waits too long. Now, I have to ask you, have you ever thought about the difference between keeping a coin in a dusty drawer versus turning it into a fortune? Imagine telling your grandchildren that you held a coin worth nearly $1 million, but you didn't recognize its value until it was gone. That thought alone is enough to send chills down your spine, isn't it? And let's be honest, this isn't just about money. It's about recognition, prestige, and the thrill of owning something truly unique. Here's a quick pattern interrupt, if you're thinking. A penny? Really? It can't be that valuable. Let me stop you right there. This is not your ordinary change from the grocery store. This is the rarest type of Lincoln penny ever produced, and collectors are willing to pay insane amounts for it. To put it bluntly, missing out on it now could feel like leaving $985,000 on the table. So, what does this mean for you? If you have old pennies lying around, especially ones from the 1960s, it's time to look a little closer. That small, seemingly insignificant coin could be the key to unlocking financial freedom, investment prestige, or even just the sheer joy of knowing you own something virtually priceless. Right now, the 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is in high demand, and the market is actively seeking coins from private collectors. Experts say that the window to sell or even appraise your coin for its true value is shrinking every day. Picture this: one phone call, one appraisal, and you could turn a coin that has spent decades unnoticed into a life-altering payday. This is about more than luck, it's about timing, knowledge, and action. And remember, in the world of rare coins, hesitation is the enemy. The sooner you act, the closer you are to claiming a piece of history, and possibly a fortune, before someone else beats you to it. So, look through your old coin jars, dust off those forgotten pennies, and ask yourself, could this be the coin that changes everything? Because for the 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, every second you wait, the opportunity is slipping away. The thrill of discovery, the excitement of rarity, and the possibility of nearly $1 million reward are all waiting for those bold enough to seize it. Imagine holding in your hand a coin so rare, so extraordinary, that it could transform your financial future in a single moment. A coin that whispers stories of history, craftsmanship, and error, yet carries a value that can reach nearly $1 million today. Yes, I'm talking about the 1968 S-Mint mark Lincoln penny coin error, a treasure that collectors across the nation are hunting for relentlessly. Now, before you think this is just another coin story, pause and ask yourself, could the spare change in your drawer be worth more than your retirement account? And no, I'm not exaggerating. The market today values this particular penny at an astonishing $993,000, a number that can make even seasoned investors do a double take. But here's the thing, this isn't just about money, it's about timing, knowledge, and the rare opportunity that waits for no one. Many people have passed up fortunes because they didn't recognize the right coin at the right moment. Don't let that be you. The story of the 1968 Lincoln penny era is fascinating. Minted in San Francisco, this penny was produced during a tumultuous year in American history, a year of change, revolution, and transformation. But what makes this coin extraordinary isn't just the date, it's the mint mark error, a subtle anomaly that slipped past the U.S. Mint inspectors. A tiny flaw, almost invisible to the untrained eye, suddenly transforms an everyday penny into a coveted collector's gem. And here's where it gets thrilling. There are only a few in existence, meaning every single one is a potential gold mine. Now, you might be wondering, how do I even spot one? Here's a quick tip. This coin often shows a slightly misplaced or doubled S mint mark, giving it that unmistakable rarity. Hold it under a light, turn it, and study it carefully. For those who have, the results have been life-changing. People have walked away from dusty collections to discover nearly $1 million tucked in a coin jar. I know it sounds like a plot from a movie, but the numbers don't lie. And yes, I have to ask, when was the last time a penny actually made you richer? Most of us toss them in jars, wallets, or fountains, completely unaware of the potential gold hiding in plain sight. That's why excitement and urgency matters. The market is booming, collectors are paying top dollar, and every day that passes could be another missed opportunity. Quick pattern interrupt, and for those skeptics thinking, a penny for almost $1 million? Who even pays that? Trust me, collectors have, and they don't blink twice. Some of these coins have literally sold faster than a luxury car on a showroom floor. Here's the truth. The 1968 mint mark Lincoln penny error isn't just a coin. It's a story, a slice of history, and an investment of extraordinary potential. If you have one, or even a collection of old pennies, you could be sitting on the kind of asset most people only dream about. This is more than nostalgia, it's wealth creation in its most elegant, understated form. Now, the question isn't whether you should sell, it's whether you can afford not to explore your collection, examine it closely, and connect with serious buyers who understand its true value. Remember, demand is fierce, buyers are ready, and the moment for hesitation is over. Each passing day increases the rarity factor, and in this market, rarity equals fortune. So take a moment, look at your collection, and ask yourself, could today be the day you uncover something extraordinary? Could a coin you never paid much attention to change your life forever? The 1968 Lincoln penny error is waiting for those who recognize opportunity when it whispers. Don't let it pass. The chance to claim a nearly $1 million coin isn't a myth. It's real, it's here, and it's calling your name. Imagine holding a tiny copper coin in the palm of your hand, so small yet so powerful it could transform your life overnight. That's exactly what thousands of collectors and investors dream about when they hear whispers of a 1973 mint mark Lincoln penny with a rare error. Now you might be thinking, a penny? Really? Are we talking about lunch money here? But that assumption could cost you nearly $1 million. Yes, you heard that right, $997,000. This isn't just a coin. It's history, it's rarity, and for the lucky few, it's a ticket to financial freedom. Now you may be asking, what makes this ordinary-looking coin worth a fortune? That's where the story gets fascinating. In the bustling era of 1973, the United States Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies, each stamped with precision. But in the chaos of mass production, errors happen. And when errors meet demand, magic happens in the collector's world. Here's the secret. The 1973 mint mark Lincoln penny error isn't just a mistake, it's a phenomenon. These pennies have a subtle flaw in their mint mark, something only experts can detect. But the moment you hold one, or even recognize its picture online, you instantly become part of a rare league of people who understand its value. It's like finding a hidden treasure in your own attic while everyone else walks past oblivious. Think about it for a second. Millions of coins were produced that year, yet only a handful have survived with this specific mint mark error. That scarcity ignites excitement in the collector community. Auctions are fierce, phone calls are nonstop, and if you ever try to sell one, you're stepping into a market where every penny counts, literally. And here's a humorous thought. It's ironic that a coin so small can make your wallet feel so disproportionately heavy. Now, here's a pattern interrupt for you. Have you ever wondered why a coin, which most of us casually toss in a jar, can be worth almost $1 million? It's not just metal. It's history, rarity, and proof that fortune often hides in plain sight. The urgency here is real. People who find these pennies don't hesitate. The market waits for no one, and a coin like this doesn't linger on shelves. It moves fast, and it moves for top dollar. By now, you might be feeling a mix of fear and excitement. Fear that you've overlooked your own treasure, excitement that it's never too late to uncover life-changing value. Here's the truth. If you've ever held a 1973 D mint mark Lincoln penny, or even a similar rare era coin, you are sitting on more than just copper. You are holding a legacy, a conversation starter, and potentially a life-altering asset. Imagine the exhilaration of selling such a coin at today's market value, $997,000. That could fund dreams, investments, or experiences most people only fantasize about. The wealthy lifestyle isn't always about earning more, it's often about discovering what you already have and letting it work for you. And remember, collectors and investors are always hunting, always bidding, and always ready to pay top dollar for authentic errors like this. So, here's your takeaway. Inspect every old penny in your collection. Study them. Authenticate them. Because the next coin you casually glance at could very well be a golden ticket disguised as pocket change. Don't let curiosity slip away. The market is hungry, the collectors are ready, and fortune favors the informed. One coin could change everything. Are you ready to find yours? Imagine holding a coin in your hand, something that seems ordinary, just a little copper disc you might find at the bottom of your purse or in an old jar of loose change. But what if I told you that this very coin could be worth almost $1 million today? Yes, I'm talking about the legendary 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a rare minting error that collectors and investors alike are practically begging to get their hands on. Now, before you shrug it off thinking, it's just a penny, consider this. One tiny error at the mint turned a common coin into a treasure that can sell for $998,000 in today's market. And here's the kicker, most people don't even know it exists, which means the next person to realize this could be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. But first, let's rewind. The story of the 1975 no-mint mark penny begins in a time when the United States was experiencing cultural shifts, economic uncertainty, and a love for the Lincoln design. The coin itself appears normal at first glance, bearing the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln, yet something in its origin makes it extraordinarily rare. You see, pennies in 1975 were minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, and every coin should have a mint mark, but not these. The absence of a mint mark was not intentional. It was a mistake, a fluke in the minting process. And history has shown that mistakes like these often become the most valuable treasures. Now, here's where it gets exciting. Imagine stumbling upon one of these coins in your own collection. That simple jar of pennies you've had since your childhood could hold a nearly seven-figure surprise. The fear of missing out alone is enough to make any collector's heart race. Every major coin auction in the past 5 years has seen bidding wars erupt over these 1975 no-mint mark pennies. People are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars, even pushing toward that $1 million mark, and there are stories of buyers snatching them up in private deals for sums that could buy a luxury car or even a vacation home. And let's be honest for a moment. How many times in life do we get the chance to turn something so ordinary into something so extraordinary? Most of us pass by a penny without a second thought. But here's a pattern interrupt for you. What if I told you the very coin you tossed in your fountain last week could have made you richer than winning the lottery? Mind-blowing, right? That's the power of rarity, historical significance, and human desire combined. Collectors are not just looking for coins. They are hunting for stories, mistakes, and pieces of history that no one else has. And the 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny ticks every single box. What makes it even more in demand is its scarcity. Unlike modern coins minted by the millions with no distinguishing features, this penny is one of only a handful that exists in pristine condition. Every time it appears at auction, excitement explodes. Every viewing, every appraisal, every whispered word about its potential value creates a sense of urgency, the feeling that if you don't act now, you may miss your chance forever. And that, my friends, is why this coin isn't just a coin, it's a lifestyle symbol, a testament to foresight, patience, and a little bit of luck. Now, picture this, you finally decide to have your coin collection appraised. A professional numismatist examines it and freezes. They look at you with wide eyes, and you instantly know. That penny you've held for decades, that coin you thought was worth only a few cents, is suddenly your ticket to financial freedom, a nearly $1 million asset in the palm of your hand. You feel a rush of excitement, a validation of the years you spent collecting and preserving. You realize that what others consider ordinary can, with a little knowledge and a keen eye, become extraordinary. And here's where the opportunity lies. These pennies are not just valuable, they are highly sought after. Collectors, investors, and private buyers are actively searching for them, and the market is more competitive than ever. Every day you wait is a day someone else could seize the treasure that might have been yours. The good news? If you have a 1975 no-mint mark penny, you are part of a very exclusive club, a club where fortunes are quietly changing hands, and legends are made. So take a moment, look through that jar of coins, dig through old collections, and ask yourself, could one of these small copper discs be the key to a life-changing discovery? The 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just a coin. It's a story, a legend, a rare bridge between history and wealth. And right now, it's waiting for the next person bold enough to claim it. Don't just let this pass. Act, discover, and transform what you thought was ordinary into something absolutely extraordinary. The clock is ticking, and the market is ready. Are you ready to see if you hold history in your hand? Imagine holding a tiny piece of history in the palm of your hand, a small, copper coin that could transform your life forever. It's barely an inch in diameter, yet its story echoes through decades, quietly hiding its true value from almost everyone. Today, we're talking about the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Not just any penny, but a coin so rare, so coveted, that collectors and investors alike are scrambling to own it. We're not talking hundreds of dollars here. We're talking nearly $1 million. Yes, $999,000. That's the current market value, and it's climbing steadily. Now, you might be thinking, a penny? Really? But let me ask you, what would you do if a single coin in your pocket could make you financially free overnight? The very thought is exhilarating, right? That's why collectors across the country, from Florida to California, are on the hunt for this elusive treasure. And here's the kicker, most Americans have no idea this coin even exists. By the way, if you've been emptying your couch cushions for spare change, you might want to slow down, unless you enjoy discovering millions in loose change while your dog gives you the side eye. But seriously, the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a masterclass in rarity, scarcity, and financial opportunity. So, what makes this penny worth such an astronomical sum? Let's dive deeper. In 1978, the U.S. Mint was churning out pennies at an unprecedented pace. Most bore a mint mark, identifying where they were produced: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But a select few pennies came without a mint mark. These no mint mark coins were never intended to exist, making them a glaring anomaly in a sea of ordinary pennies. And here's the emotional twist. If you've ever held a coin that no one else seems to have, you know the thrill, the rush of realizing you own something truly extraordinary. Collectors don't just want this penny, they need it. Why? Because scarcity drives value. Each year, fewer and fewer of these coins survive in pristine condition, untouched by circulation or wear. Imagine owning a coin that has quietly appreciated in value for over 40 years, now reaching a near seven-figure price. It's not just money, it's legacy. Here's a thought. If this coin had been in your pocket back in 1978, you might have dismissed it as spare change. Fast forward to today, and that same penny could buy you a luxury car, a vacation home, or even the kind of lifestyle most people only dream about. Feeling a little jealous yet? Good, that's the kind of urgency that separates collectors who act from those who watch from the sidelines. Now, let's bring this full circle. The 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is not just a collector's item. It's a golden ticket for anyone with an eye for rare coins. And if you have one tucked away in a drawer, a safe, or even a forgotten coin jar, you're sitting on a fortune that could redefine your life. The market for these pennies is hotter than ever, with investors willing to pay top dollar for verified, pristine examples. Every day that passes, the opportunity grows more urgent, because someone else is ready to snap up that coin before you even realize it's valuable. Here's the reality. Your ordinary penny collection could be extraordinary without you even knowing it. That 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is not just history, it's financial freedom disguised as a humble coin. And if you're ready to sell, now is the moment to act. Don't let another day pass while your fortune sits in a drawer. The world of rare coins waits for no one, and opportunities like this are fleeting. So, the question isn't whether this penny could change your life, it's whether you're ready to claim what's rightfully yours. Because for the right collector, this humble copper disc is worth $999,000 today, and tomorrow, it could be even more. Imagine holding a tiny piece of history between your fingers, so small, so unassuming, yet potentially worth nearly $1 million. You might think, it's just a penny. But this isn't just any penny. Today, we're talking about the elusive 1979 D Lincoln penny with the D mint mark error, a coin that could transform your perception of ordinary change into extraordinary fortune. For collectors and investors alike, this coin isn't just metal, it's a ticket to legacy, prestige, and undeniable wealth. Now, before your mind drifts to pennies in a jar, let me ask you something. How many of us have casually flipped a coin without realizing it could hold the power to change lives? This is exactly what makes the 1979 D Lincoln penny so tantalizing. It's hidden in plain sight, often in your drawer, attic, or even a forgotten coin album. Some collectors would pay handsomely, over $913,000 in today's market, just to secure this gem. That's right. Almost $1 million for a coin most of us toss into vending machines. Makes your morning coffee feel like small change, doesn't it? But why is this penny so valuable? What makes it different from the hundreds of pennies minted that year? That's where the story gets thrilling, and why you'll want to stay glued to the screen until the very end. The 1979 D Lincoln penny error isn't just a misprint, it's a rare anomaly that collectors dream about. The D mint mark, standing for the Denver Mint, appears slightly misaligned or doubled, creating a visual quirk that instantly sets it apart. Picture holding a coin and seeing the mint mark almost jump off the surface, a subtle imperfection that whispers, "I am unique, I am rare, I am priceless." Now, here's where it gets intense. Millions of pennies were minted in 1979, yet only a handful, sometimes just a few known examples, carry this specific error. And in the world of coin collecting, scarcity is everything. Imagine discovering that a coin you thought was worthless is actually a hidden fortune. Suddenly, a dusty jar in your attic could become the gateway to unimaginable wealth. And let's pause for a moment. Humor me, how many of you have ever thought, if only I'd kept all the pennies I found on the sidewalk? Well, this is the universe giving you a second chance, but you need to act fast. The market for rare coins like this is fierce, competitive, and skyrocketing. Dealers and collectors don't just want this coin, they need it, and they're willing to pay top dollar. Missing out isn't just disappointing, it's a lost legacy. Here's the pattern you'll notice. Rarity drives desire, and desire drives value. The 1979 D penny embodies both. And for those who understand the market, holding one isn't just owning a coin, it's a power move, a statement that whispers sophistication, foresight, and financial savvy. So what does this mean for you? If you've discovered a 1979 D Lincoln penny with a mint mark error, or even think you might own one tucked away in a collection, now is the time to act. The difference between holding onto it and selling it could be hundreds of thousands of dollars, or more. And remember, the current market value of this rare coin is estimated at $913,000. That's not just numbers on paper, that's a tangible transformation in your financial landscape. Don't let hesitation steal your opportunity. Wealth isn't just about working harder, it's about recognizing hidden gems and acting decisively. This coin is a bridge to financial freedom, a rare chance to turn history into prosperity, and a symbol of the rare kind of luck and vision that separates ordinary collectors from legendary ones. And for those of you sitting there, wondering, could this really be worth that much? Let me leave you with this thought: every fortune begins with a single discovery. Today, that discovery could be in your hands. Are you ready to see if your change is more than just spare coins? Are you ready to uncover what could be a nearly $1 million treasure hiding in plain sight? Because in the world of rare coins, time waits for no one, and opportunity favors the bold. Remember, wealth isn't just earned, it's uncovered. And sometimes, it's hiding in the smallest, most unexpected places. Imagine holding in your hand a tiny coin, no bigger than a fingertip, yet worth nearly $1 million. A coin so rare that collectors around the globe would stop at nothing to add it to their vaults. Today, we're talking about a 1979 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, an era coin that has quietly amassed a staggering market value of $944,000. If you've ever glanced at your old coin jar and wondered whether it might be hiding a fortune, this could be your moment. And let's face it, how often does a single cent make someone a millionaire? Not often, but this penny does. The year was 1979, a time of bell-bottoms, disco, and blockbuster movies. Yet, while the world danced to the Bee Gees, something extraordinary was happening quietly in the U.S. Mint. A single Lincoln penny slipped through the production line without its usual mint mark. Normally, pennies proudly wear a D for Denver or a S for San Francisco, but this one? It had nothing. Blank. Invisible. And for the few who stumbled upon it decades later, it was like discovering buried treasure in their pocket change. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's just a penny. Surely it's worth a few bucks at best, right? Wrong. This is no ordinary penny. This is the kind of coin that commands respect and attention, a coin that instantly elevates you from ordinary coin collector to someone in the inner circle of rare coin connoisseurs. Imagine attending a party, casually mentioning you own a penny worth nearly $1 million, and watching jaws drop. That, my friend, is the power of rarity. Here's where it gets truly thrilling. This coin isn't just rare, it's a once-in-a-generation find. Most collectors spend their entire lives chasing coins like this, scouring dusty drawers, flea markets, and estate sales, only to come up empty-handed. And that's where the urgency hits you. Every day, more people are awakening to the astonishing potential of these overlooked treasures. And the question you have to ask yourself is simple: will you be the one holding onto a fortune in disguise, or will it slip away to someone else's collection? And yes, let's pause for a second. Imagine your reaction if you discovered a coin in your change worth nearly $1 million. I'd probably faint, though, on second thought. Maybe I'd just scream so loudly that the neighbors called the cops. Okay, maybe that's a slight exaggeration, but that's exactly the kind of excitement this penny generates. It's not just a piece of metal, it's a ticket to possibility, proof that sometimes the most incredible things are hiding in plain sight. The market for these coins is hotter than ever. Serious collectors are willing to pay unprecedented sums to get their hands on a 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. And why? Because rarity, historical significance, and condition create an irresistible combination that drives prices into the stratosphere. There's a reason this coin recently hit a jaw-dropping $944,000 valuation. That's almost $1 million for a coin that most people wouldn't even think twice about. Now here's the critical part. If you own old coins, if you have pennies from the 1970s tucked away in jars, drawers, or boxes, you could literally be sitting on life-changing wealth. This isn't fantasy, it's real, and it's happening right now. The 1979 no-mint mark penny is proof that the ordinary can become extraordinary in an instant. But opportunities like this don't wait. Coins of this caliber are snapped up by collectors and investors at lightning speed. If you want to turn your forgotten pennies into a fortune, the time to act is now. Have your coins evaluated by a reputable numismatist, understand their rarity, and connect with serious buyers who recognize their true value. Because for the right person, one penny isn't just a penny, it's the key to $1 million moment. So, the next time you reach into your pocket or dip into that coin jar, take a second look. That humble Lincoln penny could be more than just spare change, it could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. Don't let a fortune slip through your fingers. After all, it only takes one coin to change everything.